And hello guys, welcome here to the Mountain Race Series Season 6 preview as we're here today at Daytona for some testing before the season gets underway. I know it's been a long wait and stuff and I apologize, but I needed some time to recharge. I'm just now getting back in the mood and wanting to do it, so there's a lot of things different and new motivation to do this as we got some cars going on the track and a couple of things to bring up, but I'll get to them at some point during this practice. I'm going to go for about 10 minutes. First car out on the racetrack is going to be Trent Dunham. And as you can tell, I am running the Gen 6 mod now. So this is a first for me. As Trent Dunham, the runner-up in the championship battle in Season 5, returns to the one car once again for Sega Motorsports. Well, not Sega Motorsports, actually Earnhardt Ganassi Racing, but the Sega car. I didn't want to tease that. Sorry, Trent. But like I said, I decided to stick with Earnhardt Ganassi for that team. I believe it's a 3-car operation with him, the 8 car, which I'll get to, and the 42. Get to those drivers again when we cycle around to them. But Trent, like I said, won last season at Watkins Glen. He's won one race every season so far in his career. He has 5 wins in 5 seasons. And like I said, just missed out on the championship last season to Steven Gonzalez. Got some damage late with some contact with Steven's teammate Jacob Lawler that ultimately took him out of contention, I guess, to run down Steven. Lost by 2 points, which was the second closest margin, surprisingly, behind Jake Rogers and Cody Birmingham's 1-point deficit in Season 2. But again, Trent's trying to look strong, and Sega strong, I should say, and going to try to go out there and try to win and run for the championship again this season. Made the chase the last 2 seasons. Go back a little bit, see who's been on the track for a while. Here's a 10 car, Leo Rogers, returning to the series. It's been about 3 seasons since we've seen Leo in the series. Drove a while back, and he's back again. He's looking for his first win. Leo is a former driver in the Mountain Race Series and I believe in the Mopar Nationwide Series, but he's back. And he's driving for Evernham Motorsports, which is the only Dodge team that will be around this season. There's 5 cars on the team, and Leo's driving the Valvoline number 10. So Dodge is still hanging around, slowly but surely. And Leo again trying to match his brother, who is a former Mountain Dew Race Series champion that I documented already in Season 2. So we'll see what Leo can do. And that 10 car won last season with Daniel Hummel, who did not return this season. So we'll see how Leo does. Up ahead of him, here's Ryan Acosta, returning to the 16 car once again. And I don't know why they slowed down right there. That was weird. This is just a test thing, so I'm not too concerned about it. You see the update on the leaderboard right now, speeds. Like I said, don't put too much into it. It's mainly just showing the field and just talking about some things. But Acosta won last season, got a win, and he also won the Nationwide Series to help get back in a tie for the most wins in that series history with Aaron Williams Jr., but Michael Kazi and Acosta are both returning, and Williams is not returning. So Acosta and Kazi, or I should say Cozy, I've been saying that wrong this whole time, so I apologize, Michael. I wish somebody had told me, but Michael Cozy had also, he's right behind them, 1 win behind Acosta, so we'll see how Acosta does, if he can break that tie with Williams and stay ahead of Michael for that spot. He's coming up on the 78 car. That is Tim Fiegel, and Tim actually is a rookie. 78 car is coming back this season. Was driven last season by Andreas Allen, who's actually in a different ride this season. Tim making his debut, so no known facts about this driver, but expect a lot of hard-nosed racing from this young driver, and we'll see what he does this season in that 78 car. Single car operation. And here is another rookie. There's going to be a few rookies battling a lot of big names, I guess. Jessica Shelton is driving the 29 car for Richard Childress Racing. Now, mainly I'm going to run a lot of the older Harvick schemes because the 4 is Harvick as well, so Budweiser and Jimmy Jones will not be on this car, but the other sponsor will be. So Goodwrench will probably be the primary, but Jessica Shelton has came a long way here in the NR community, and she's now over here making her debut in the Mountain Dew Race Series as well as the Mopar Nationwide Series, driving for Junior Motorsports, which we'll talk about later on. So we'll see what Jessica does this season. James Silverfox is back in the 91 car once again for a second season. Didn't have a very good rookie season. Didn't get through the victory lane either. I believe he was the only Evernham driver to not win last season, because Evernham got a few wins with Jake Rogers, William Duncan, and Daniel Hummel, but Silverfox is poised to come back and try to compete this season, try to make the chase and get a win. driving the Mopar number 91 for Evernham Motorsports. We'll see how Silver Fox does this season. We got a little pack back here going on. Michael Norman has moved over to the 3 car, leaving Roush Fenway Racing. He won a couple races last season. Got a win at Bristol and at Indianapolis. Didn't make the chase even though he had 2 wins, but still I think he had a pretty good rookie season considering how he won a couple races. We'll see how Michael does. Now driving the 3 car, which was previously driven by Tim Walsh, who drove for most of the season last season. And there's the 15 car. Speaking of Tim, he's right on by him. He's now over at Michael Walter Racing driving the 15. Tim did not win a cup race last season. He did advance into the All-Star race of the Open. Drove his way into that. It was pretty fast that night. He got a nationwide win over at Chicagoland when he drove for Kyle Busch Motorsports. So Tim's trying to get his feet wet here in the series, and this is his first full season, so he didn't get really a chance to run for Rookie of the Year honors. So Tim's going to try to make a run for the championship this season. Try to revive Michael Walter Racing, who had 2 of the 3 cars make the chase, and try to keep their streak going, with Jacob Lawler and Steve Gonzalez both making the chase and battling for the championship down to the last race where Steven won. Joshua Moe was the driver last season, so 15 looking for their first win. We got a couple teammates up here. Red Bell returns again this season. She's going to be driving the 20 car, the Dollar General Toyota. She's now over at Joe Gibbs Racing. Actually had a somewhat dismal season over at Stewart Haas Racing. Got a win at Kansas, but other than that, it was a disappointing season. The fact that she did not make the chase like the previous season. So Red definitely is trying to rebound and try to get back up in the hunt. A veteran for the series, no doubt. And another driver that came in that was kind of a replacement driver that just kind of raced just to win last season, not for points. Cole Dowley in the 18 car replaces Kurt Mortonick, who was a surprise not to come back. This car also battled for the championship, was the representative for Joe Gibbs Racing. Mortonick had problems and didn't really compete really well, and Kurt actually did not return. So Cole Dowley, who drove for RCR last season, is now in the ride, and he's looking to try to get his first one this season. That 18 car always strong in a lot of series. We'll see how he does in the upcoming races when it gets going. And there's Charles Jackson. Charles, the former driver of that 15 a couple of seasons ago, I believe, and last season he took a stop over at Stewart Haas Racing driving the 14. But now Charles Jackson's at Hendrick Motorsports. He hadn't had a really great start yet to his career. He's had some dismal luck. He did not win last season. Had a couple chances to win. Oh, they're going to wreck. Oh, boy. It'd be bad to wreck during testing, but I'm not paying for it, so it doesn't matter. But Charles, like I said, his other driver, Jack Richards, has done a lot better. He's been a former champion and stuff, but Charles has not had the luck. So he's definitely looking to try and get his good season going and finally make the chase. Maybe at Hendrick Motorsports, and this Farmers Insurance Chevrolet will be the ticket to doing that. He's wanting to get back to victory lane. And a return for one of Jack Richards' former teammates when we were talking about Charles and Jack Richards. But former teammate at that Rebel Racing team was Randy Carpenter, who we haven't seen since he drove that 41 car. That was about a couple seasons ago, I believe. Didn't make the Cup season sign-ups last season, but he did this season. And he's over here at Stewart Haas Racing driving the 39 car, which is driven by, person he's passing right there, Red Bell. Won last time, one time, but Randy Carpenter, don't remember if he's won a race or not, but looking for sure to try to get back into the Cup level and running well. I do want to apologize if you guys are really confused about how these guys are in rides. I actually went ahead and took the road of just asking people on Facebook. I asked some people that really kept up with the series on YouTube as well, but I apologize for those that didn't really get in. I just really had a bad season last season with people, and I had to kick a lot of people out. It just really didn't work. So I kind of went the route of doing this. Sean Henley kind of did the same thing. And that's kind of where I got the idea, because I thought it'd be better just ask people on Facebook that were in the group that wanted to run. So again, if you don't have a ride, I apologize if you wanted to be in it. Maybe something will work out where you can get a ride if there's replacements and stuff. But anyway, moving back here, Ian Dutta, and we're actually about 10 minutes in, so we need to get a little bit faster. Ian Dutta is driving the 42 car, another one of the Earnhardt Ganassi cars, along with Trent Dunham. Ian's making his debut. He's also making his debut over in the Mopar Nationwide Series, driving for Turner Scott Motorsports in the 32. But Ian's over here in the 42 in the Target Chevrolet. I was looking at their leaderboard right now. The 9 car is leading. We're going to get to that driver soon. And there's Joshua Mudd, former driver of the 15 car last season. Now he's over here at Hendrick Motorsports driving the National Guard 88. Big time Dale Jr. fan. But Josh, for his first win, he only MWR car that did not make the chase, along with the 56 and the 55 who did. They battled for the championship at Homestead. So Mud really was the odd car out, but now he's over here at Hendrick Motorsports, and like Charles, looking for a new beginning in the 88 car. Could be some good luck. That car made the chase last season. It's won a few races, so good luck car, I guess. So we'll see how Josh does. And we got a heck of a pack back here, led by the fastest car in practice, and that is the winningest driver last season who drove for Roush Fenway Racing. That was Tim Freilich. He is now driving for Evernham Motorsports. He's in the 9 car. Man, they were really tight back here. 3 by 3. Well, there's 2 in the middle, but Freilich won 2 or 3 races, I guess, by the end of the season. He won 3, but didn't make the chase because he struggled every other race after that. So Freilich had a great opportunity, just couldn't get to the top 20 in points. But he showed he could win races, so keep an eye on Freilich this season. Again, he's working his way up there in the wins list. I think he has 5 total wins now. They're going to end up wrecking. It's going to be bad. But here's another driver. Dylan Young almost won the season finale at Homestead, but got edged out by Aaron Reed. Young hasn't won now, and it would be over a season now. It would be 2 seasons ago, technically. This one was the first race, but Dylan Young stayed in the 2 car, and the Penske organization, Team Penske, decided to move to Ford. So that's going to be an interesting move. That's one of the Dodge teams that dropped. So let's see how Dylan Young does, along with the other guys. One of the returning drivers that stayed in their same ride along with Dylan Young, Joseph Lombard's back in the 24 car once again. Drive in Hungary Chevrolet, also supported by Exalta and Pepsi. He's going to be looking to try to get his first win. He's with his good friend Joshua Mudd right there. So a couple of Hendrick drivers looking to try to do some stuff this season. And there is Joshua Balkin right there in the 8 car. That's the other Earnhardt Ganassi car. The 8 car is back once again. Joshua is in. I love how we have so many Joshuas. Wow. But Balkin is trying to do something here in the series and try to make a name for himself. It's in a car that's very good at this kind of track in the past. History shown that 8 car is good at Daytona and Talladega. Don't be surprised if that 8 car is going to be up there, battling up there for the win and stuff when we hit the green flag for the start of the season, whatever that is. There is Zachary Fitzwater, another rookie this season. He's another driver in the Evernham, won the 4th car that we haven't talked about yet. He's going to be driving the 19 car that won a couple times with William Duncan last season, and also made the chase. Duncan was a contender for the championship, but he was a long shot. But Zachary definitely is going to be one to battle for wins and stuff this season. He'll be a rookie to keep an eye on this season. And the car on the outside of him, that is Liam Ervig in the 27 Menards Chevrolet, but that is a car that won the Daytona 500 last season with John Dillon, another driver who made the chase but did not return to the series. But Liam, he's a proven driver. He didn't really race last season. He ran season 4. He won at Homestead in that wild finish when he drove for Roush Fenway Racing. But Liam Ervig trying to come back full-time and try to run for a championship for the first time. We'll see how this 27 car is going to do this season. And we saw back there, actually a couple teammates coming up here for the returning Tweenix Racing. This is Seth Cole again, the 52 for the 3rd season, former Daytona 500 winner, and he made the chase last season. Had a struggling chase, didn't really contend at all, so he had to kind of salvage what he got. He got a couple wins though out of it. He won at Kansas through fuel strategy, and he also won the Wild Wreckfest race at Martinsville. Seth looking to do good in that Bianchi Solis car. Look good looking paint scheme, by the way. Come over here a little bit. Here's Sean Hindley. Hindley, another person who made the chase last season. Won at Michigan in that photo finish with Joshua Collard. Bringing back the 25 car with the new font. Kind of like a Turner looking font to kind of match with the other cars. And also want to give thanks to Seth for the base and everything. And I just slapped the numbers and a couple other things on. But also thanks to James McLeod for making that number font with the 25. He actually made that himself custom. So thanks to you guys for that to make this car happen. And Sean again trying to do good this season, make the chase and try to battle for the championship again, try not to wreck again at Homestead. The last 2 seasons he's battled for the championship, wrecked at Homestead. So it's been bad luck in the last race for that 25 car. And here's another rookie, Sky Commons in the 31. A Ryan Newman fan, actually, he likes him. Making his first start ever in my series. I knew he went away for a while, but I've seen his name floating around again, and very happy to have Sky on the roster this season. He's driving the Caterpillar Chevrolet for RCR. Was driven by Chris Washer, who didn't get a win, but ran some good races in that car in the short time he was in it. and also driven by Xavier Livingston, who was the primary driver last season before he got replaced. Won at Talladega, and the photo finish with P2 London. After London ran out of gas, the 31 won the race, so the team won last season. And this team knows how to win on restrictor plate tracks. They won with Aaron Williams Jr. 2 seasons ago at Daytona. So this team knows to get around the plate tracks pretty well. The RCR group actually and all can do that pretty well. So RCR could be a team to watch. And we were talking about Michael Cozy earlier, and there is Cozy right there. I had to get used to saying that. I've been saying Cozy for years, so this is going to be weird. But Michael is driving, yes, that is BK Racing. I know probably a lot of people will be surprised to see that team, but I mean, why not? Give an underdog team a chance in the series. And I like their paint scheme, so the Alex Bowman machine that's driven now by Michael Cozy in the Dr. Pepper Toyota right now is behind this pack. He's the 21st. I haven't really been paying attention to the leaderboard. I'm trying to get through these cars. Cozy's making his return to the Cup Series. Hasn't really battled for a championship, but likes to get up here. He's a regular over in the Nationwide Series. He'll be back over there once again. So we'll see how he does. He's trying to still stay up top the winningest list or whatever for the series history over there. He's one win behind both Williams and Acosta. He's trying to get back up there once again. We'll see how he does in this 23 car. It could be interesting to watch. There's Jake Rogers. Talked about his brother earlier. Jake's returning now over. He's actually back at Penske Racing again, where he won a championship with, but not with the 2 car. He's in the 22 car. Now it's a Ford. Last season took a stop at Evernham Motorsports. First season he's not ran a Dodge, but the 22 car looks to be fast. Jake Rogers looking to try to get another championship. Former All-Star race winner. See how he does in that car. Chris Dollarton making his debut in the Cup Series, driving the 33 car for RCR. Dollarton ran well in the Nationwide side. I believe he got in the top 10 in points. As a rookie, he drove for a 2-car Dodge team, so he ran really well on what equipment he had. Dollarton now moving up to the Cup Series. That had a couple of drivers drive this car, I believe, last season. I think it was Alex Jones and Cole Daly, but Dollarton trying to get this car up in contention again. This made the chase a couple seasons ago with Jacob Rodriguez. So that 33 car's been around for a while. James McLeod back again. He decided to switch teams once again. He's now the 3rd car at Tweenix Racing, replacing Rohit Vaderview. The 51 now is branded with the Blue Fox colors and all his sponsors. McLeod now driving with Henley and Seth Cole. McLeod did not. He made the chase last season through the LCQ race at Talladega, but he ran horrible most of the season. The Season 4 champion really couldn't back up and defend his championship. Did not win a race. He did win the All-Star race, so that helped, but again, McLeod had a very dismal season overall. But looking to bounce back now with this new team. 3rd team in 3 seasons. Went from Hendrick to, actually he stayed at Hendrick. Went from the 25 to the 5. Now he's over in the 51 over at Tweenix Racing. Sean Galligan. This was a late entry back into the series. The 12 car was not intended to come back. It was going to be just a 2-car team, but when it was announced that Ford was going to be the team manufacturer for the season instead of Dodge, the 12 car was opened back up, and Sean Galligan is now the 3rd car at Penske Racing, along with Dylan Young and Jake Rogers. So Penske could be a really good-looking team to look at this season. Galligan drove for the Wood Brothers last season, made the chase through the LCQ. He did win a race at Coca-Cola, but wasn't a factor in the chase. Had some issues and stuff, bad luck. Galligan trying to do something in this 12 car. Hasn't won in a couple seasons, I believe, since Zohar Martin drove it, which he's no longer the driver of this car. He's no longer in the series. But Galligan trying to do something this season. Really looking forward to this ride in the 12 car. And a familiar face in the series, Cody Lamas, returning to the 48 car this season. He won last season at Auto Club, but struggled again. Been dubbed maybe the unluckiest driver in my series history, I guess. Oh, and he's going to wreck the 9. Oh my gosh. Well, as soon as I say something about him, he dumped Tim Freilich. He'll get that fixed to come back out there, but that was interesting. But Cody just dumped Freilich. But Lamas, it's kind of hard to continue on talking about it. Like I said, he won a race last season, but again, struggled in points. He does this in both my series. He's just wanted to have one good season, run consistent. He had a chance to win the 500 last season, but that wreck happened when he was at the front with the 22 and the 24 and others. But Lamas, like I said, just trying to get one good season under his belt. Would love to just finish well. There's Jessica Shelton. Here is another late entry in the series. It wasn't the car, it was the driver. Jack Richards had no intention of returning, but at the last minute, opportunity arose with this BK Racing 83 team, along with Michael Cozy. And Jack Richards, Season 3 champion, is back in the Cup Series once again. He'll be driving again for this 83 team. He drove last season for Earnhardt Ganassi Racing in the 81. Dylan Young has problems. Oh, there was a wreck. Him and Trent Dunham. Oh, well, like I said, don't worry about it, guys. But Jack Richards coming back after a dismal season. He hasn't won in 2 seasons since Kentucky in season 4. Richards trying to make something happen there. See if we can find some more drivers. And there is another one of the last drivers probably to get in. Jacob Lawler in the 56. He's back over at Michael Waltrip Racing. He did get a win last season. And it's not jogging my memory where he won at all. I apologize for not remembering. But I think he did win 1 race. Lawler returned to the 56 car, and I had to use that paint scheme because it's so much better than the actual 2013 scheme. I couldn't run the other one. I mean, not as the primary, so. Jacob Lawler trying to back up his impressive rookie season, trying to maybe up it up with a championship this season. We'll see how he does in the upcoming weeks. And there's the 21 car. That is Andreas Allen, and I don't know what to do with all these drivers being next to their old ride. That was the ride he used to drive. He used to drive that 78 car, but now Andreas Allen is now driving the car driven used to be by John Galligan, but now Andreas Allen's over the 1-car operation team for Wood Brothers and driving that Motorcraft Ford. Again, won the race last season at Coca-Cola with Galligan, but Andreas Allen had a chance to win at Phoenix. I had to do it. Sorry, had to. He had a chance in the second race of the season, but couldn't get up there and win it. But Andreas Allen had a chance, also made chase last season, but problems in Atlanta off pit road cost him a chance ultimately and took him out of contention to make the chase through the top 10. So Allen's learned from his mistakes for his rookie season. He's looking forward to his sophomore season, now driving the 21 car. Danny Wells, driver that lost out on a tiebreaker with James Qualls to make the chase last season when he was driving over at RCR in the 29. Devastating and did not want to win, but he did have a good ending note on the nationwide side. He won his 2nd consecutive championship over there, and Danny Wells is really looking forward to that again, but he would like to get back on page in the Cup Series, driving the Budweiser number 4 Chevrolet for Stewart Haas Racing, make the jump over here. 4 car looks to be very strong, had a lot of support with sponsors and stuff. Danny could be a contender again this season. If it has any sign like it is in real life, the 4 car's going to be fast. If he has any sign like Kevin Harvick does, but like you said, it's like just saying blah. Anyway, a couple more drivers that we haven't talked about yet. This is Keith Batson. Now, he's not in a bunch of series. I think a lot of people know him from James Qualls' series. But Keith Batson is finally over here in the Mountain Race Series, and he's also over in the Mopar Nationwide Series. Keith Batson is driving for both teams, Roush Fenway Racing in both series. In the Cup side, he's driving the 99 Fastenal Ford, formerly driven by Michael Norman. Keith Batson making his debut this season, driving that 99. It's going to be interesting to see how he does. Like again, we have a very impressive-looking rookie class this season. I don't know who's going to win. There's no telling, but there's a lot of good names of drivers going to be battling for that. So we move up some more. Justin Perry. He remains at Joe Gibbs Racing, but he moved from the 20. Now he's over into the 11 car. Perry won a race last season. He won the Coca-Cola 600. Very impressive run. And Perry should be fun to watch this season. He's been driving pretty well, and he's staying in a familiar territory with his team. The 11 car made the chase last season with James Qualls. Like I said, we documented he won the tiebreaker. Danny Wells, we'll see how Justin Perry runs this car this season. Aaron Reed returns once again, but for the first time not in a Robert Yates Racing Ford. He's drove the 88 in the past. He drove the 38 last season. He won a couple races at Chicagoland and Homestead. Aaron Reed, another guy up there bound for those most wins. I think he's 3rd now. I think he has 6 wins. Only 2 behind James McLeod. But Aaron Reed, he finally leaves Robert Yates Racing. He's going to jump over to Stewart Haas Racing's 41 car. Very interesting to see what happened with Aaron Reed. He wasn't even running in the series this time last season. He didn't even run the Daytona 500 last season. He missed the first 4 races and got in there about race 5. I think they might have been a little bit later than that, but Aaron Reed did not run full time last season, didn't run for points basically, but he's back with a vengeance to try to do that this season. Driving that 41. Zach Buchanan making his debut in the series in the 14 car. I'm just going to tell you now, I'm going to have a headache after talking this much. But Zach Buchanan, he ran, I think, back over in the now, I guess, dead PRWC Gary Pro Series. When he ran, and I think he actually ran the NSCRA XI Batteries Truck Series. And there was another wreck. Ta-da! But Buchanan making his debut in one of the 2 main series, actually running over in the Nationwide Series as well, but I can't remember the drivers and where they're at. But Buchanan definitely could be a factor this season. Superdogs Racing looks like they have a really strong team. It's a very unique driver lineup with a lot of different drivers, I guess you could say, with himself, Aaron Reed right there, his teammate, Randy Carpenter, and Danny Wells. Be an interesting team for sure. And there is your defending champion, the Season 5 champion of the Mountain Race Series. You finally see him, Steven Gonzalez, back behind the wheel of the 55 Aaron's Dream Machine. Looks like a little bit of damage, I don't know. But Steven ultimately picked to remain with Mike Walter Racing in the same car he won the championship in. Would like to go back-to-back. He had a great battle with Trent Dunham, Jacob Lawler, Kurt Mortonick, and the others. There was about 9 cars in contention. And Steven Gonzalez came out on top, I guess with an unlikely assist, I guess an unintentional assist from Jacob Lawler, who actually basically ended Trent's run for the championship with the damage he got with problems with Silver Fox, and they got hung up. But Gonzalez won the championship, won a race last season at Bristol. Finally broke through to win his first win in the Cup Series. Got a couple nationwide wins. Steven is ready for this season. He's pumped and ready to go, driving the 55 once again. There's James Qualls. He's in the 6th car this season. Actually, he's returning to the 6th car from what he drove 2 seasons ago. Made the chase last season, did not win a race, but returned back home, I guess you say, with the Ford team, and he's driving the 6th car. Trying to get around James Silver Fox, Steven Gonzalez. They're all like tandeming right now. Qualls has not won in a couple seasons. Would love to get back to victory lane. We'll see how he does. Trying to see if we talked about everybody. Oh, there you go. Joshua Collard. I think I almost missed him. Josh is back. Once again, he's driving a Petty car, but it's not under the Petty name. It's in the Evernham Motorsport banner. Josh was a 2-time winner last season. He drove the 44. He was actually the Daytona 500 pole sitter last season. Had an impressive rookie season, led the points for a lot of the season, but he ran into bad luck as soon as the chase started. Collard didn't run as well as he wanted to. The team ultimately switched over to Dodge. Oh, that was close. There was 39. But Joshua Collard, now driving a Dodge, and is now moved over to the 43 car. He's now the 5th car over at Evernham Motorsports. It kind of got, I guess, collected into the stable, so now it's a 5-car team. But Collard running the 43 car and the paint scheme and stuff. We'll see how Collard does this season. Could be another threat this season. Have I talked about everyone? There's a car smoking. Let's see. Trying to think if I talked about everybody at this point. Looks like it. Now, we're probably going to stop it here. Just going to talk about one more thing. As you look at the speeds and stuff, Squalls is the top car at the moment. That's probably all we're going to do. Now, if you notice something, there is only 41 cars on this. Why? Well, I'll let you know this. There is one open spot left in the series. The problem was there was a lot of people wanting that spot. So, I know this is kind of probably dumb just for one car, but quite possibly there's going to be a draw for this car. And the car is still to be determined what that 42nd car is going to be. There's been a debate between about 3 different cars. The Haviland 28 was one about bringing that back or not. The 47 JTG Daugherty Racing Chevrolet Allmendinger car, or the BK Racing 26 car driven by Cole Witt this season, since they took that team from Swan Racing. But those are some of the options, possibly what that car might be. I don't know what it's going to be yet. I'll decide. But if you watch this all the way and you're not in the series, you could quite possibly get that final ride. You can just, if you're not in the series and you want to get in this, you probably should put your name down in this video description in the comment section below. Not in the description, but like I said, the comments. And you probably want to write your name down, say you're interested. And I'll collect the names and stuff, and if we get a big list, like I said, it'll be for one car, but get you right in the series. And again, I do apologize for not doing the sign-ups, just wasn't what I wanted to do this time around. And I hope I didn't talk you guys' ear off during this, because there was a lot of talking probably. But if you stuck around to see this, this is kind of a preview for the Season 6 of the Mountain Dew Racing Series. And again, that was just the preview of what the field's going to look like. And one One undetermined spot will be determined hopefully very soon. And again, the car will be decided on as well, and so on. But again, thanks for watching, guys. I wanted to keep you guys afloat and didn't want you guys drifting off and forgetting again. But like I said, I just kind of had stuff going on, a lot of things. Trying to enjoy summer and, just trying to keep this jogged in my memory to do this and just the motivation. So again, bear with me. We'll try to get through this. I want it to be fun. I don't want to rush through this or be slow about it again. But we'll try to figure something out. And I want you guys to be able to watch this and enjoy it and not have me drag stuff on like I am right now. So again, thanks for watching, guys. And this is a preview for season 6. I hope I didn't bore you guys to death. And looking forward to the season. I'll start working on stuff. And happy late 4th of July to everybody. This is the 5th when I'm doing this. So just wanted to point that out. I've been gone all week. But again, thanks for watching, guys. I'm really looking forward to this season, and thank you all that signed up through Facebook. And again, if you're on YouTube and you're interested in that ride, put your name down, and only one name. I'm only doing one name per user for that deal. So, and if you already are in the series, you obviously don't have to, but you can comment and do whatever, yeah. But thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned again for more updates on the series, and I hope this preview was fun for you guys to watch. And I hope I didn't talk your ear off. But again, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys very soon as Season 6 approaches for the Mountain Race Series, and also the Mopar Nationwide Series Season 4 is also upon us very soon. So I will see you guys in the future. Probably not, but I just want to wish you guys a Merry Christmas, and I hope you liked this video for today. I will see you guys next time very soon, and thanks for watching this diecast video. I will see you guys later. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Bye! The lifetime way. Wow. How did I get up there? Oh, this is impossible. The Captain Bro Hair Raider Review. This is gonna be a problem. And Brian Acosta. P200 runs John Dillon up the hill. Justin Perry's on his back bumper. He's gonna get wrecked. Oh, he gets pinned behind the 51. That's all it takes. John Dillon's going back to victory lane. This time the Mountain Race Series. John Dillon takes the Daytona 500.